more than 1,600 lawsuits accusing Purdue and other opioid manufacturers of using deceptive practices to push addictive drugs that led to fatal overdoses are consolidated in an Ohio federal court. Purdue has held discussions to resolve the litigation with plaintiffs' lawyers, who have often compared the cases to widespread lawsuits against the tobacco industry that resulted in a $246 billion settlement in 1998. We will oppose any attempt to avoid our claims, and will continue to vigorously and aggressively pursue our claims against Purdue and the Sackler family, Connecticut Attorney General William Tong said. Connecticut has a case against Purdue and the Sacklers. Bankruptcy filing not certain. A Purdue bankruptcy filing is not certain, the sources said. The Stamford, Connecticut-based company has not made any final decisions and could instead continue fighting the lawsuits, they said. As a privately held company, it has been Purdue Pharma's long-standing policy not to comment on our financial or legal strategy, Purdue said in a statement. We are, however, committed to ensuring that our business remains strong and sustainable. We have ample liquidity and remain committed to meeting our obligations to the patients who benefit from our medicines, our suppliers, and other business partners. Purdue faces a May trial in a case brought by Oklahoma's Attorney General that, like others, accuses the company of contributing to a wave of fatal overdoses by flooding the market with highly addictive opioids while falsely claiming the drugs were safe. Last year, U.S. President Donald Trump also said he would like to sue drug companies over the nation's opioid crisis. Opioids, including prescription painkillers, heroin, and fentanyl, were involved in 47,600 overdose deaths in 2017, a six-fold increase from 1999, according to the latest data from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Companies facing widespread lawsuits sometimes seek bankruptcy protection to address liabilities in one court even when their financial condition is not dire. California utility PG&E Corp filed for bankruptcy earlier this year after deadly wildfires raised the prospect of large legal bills even though its stock remained worth billions of dollars. Deceptive marketing. Massachusetts Attorney General Maura Healey in June became the first Attorney General to sue not just Purdue but Sackler family members. Records in her case, which Purdue has asked a judge to dismiss, accused Sackler family members of directing deceptive marketing of opioids for years while enriching themselves to the tune of $4.2 billion. Some other states have since also sued the Sacklers. The Sacklers are currently discussing creating a nonprofit backed by family financial contributions to combat addiction and drug abuse, a person familiar with their deliberations said. Sales of OxyContin and other opioids have fallen amid public concern about their addictive nature, and as restrictions on opioid prescribing have been enacted. OxyContin generated $1 billion in sales in 2017, down from $2.6 billion 5 years earlier, according to the most recent data compiled by Symphony Health Solutions. Purdue Chief Executive Officer Craig Landau has cut hundreds of jobs, stopped marketing opioids to physicians, and moved the company toward developing medications for sleep disorders and cancer since taking the helm in 2017. Mortimer D. A. Sackler no longer sits on Purdue's board, according to a filing the company made with the Connecticut Secretary of State late Monday. The Oklahoma case and other lawsuits seek damages from Purdue and other pharmaceutical companies accused of fueling the opioid crisis. In addition to lawsuits consolidated in an Ohio federal court, more than 300 cases are pending in state courts, and dozens of state attorneys general have sued manufacturers, including Purdue. Settlement discussions have not yet resulted in a deal. Purdue and 3 executives in 2007 pleaded guilty to federal charges related to the misbranding of OxyContin and agreed to pay a total of $634.5 million in penalties, according to court records.